Good morning again, everyone. This is Wayne from Wayne's Mystery World. In this video I am going to show you how to disassemble a Samsung Galaxy S7 Edge. So here's the phone in question. This is I think they call this the gold platinum color. It has a damaged screen. I am not going to change the screen today, but I'm just going to show you how to disassemble it and reassemble. So I'm going to need, of course, I'm going to need a phone, a razor blade, a pocket knife, and a laminated piece of card, like a piece of card that has been laminated, a piece of paper that has been laminated, so it's kind of firm. So I've already preheated this, so the back is a kind of plastic, hard plastic, and it's held in place by strips of tape around the sides. So in order to soften that tape to get off the back, we're gonna heat it up, and I already preheated this, so it's kind of hot right now. So I'm gonna start from the end. I'm gonna use the razor blade right here. I'm gonna try not to scratch this. I'm gonna use the razor blade right here to get underneath like this. Then the pocket knife to kind of ease it up like this. Then reason for the flexible laminated card, so I can go around the edges. So I'm just gonna go around the edges like this. And this is not as easy as it seems. It's kind of hard, so I'm forcing it up. So the back is now getting off. The strips of tape are around the edges right here, and some on the back itself to hold it onto the frame. So this is the back of the phone. This is the part that is responsible for wireless charging. This is the camera, this is the camera flash. So I'm going to release these screws right now. Screw number 1. By the way, I'm using a Phillips screwdriver, small Phillips. So now that the back has been loosened up, I should have removed this SIM card reader before. I'm gonna get my SIM card SIM card removal tool, or SIM tray removal tool I should say. Eject the SIM tray, that's the SIM tray. Now we're ready to open this up. Here looks like it's the S7 edge and S7. It opens up, it's not one complete back, it opens up into 3 pieces. So you can use your finger, and we're just gonna release. So this is piece number 1. This looks like it's this is the loudspeaker section. It also has antenna connections. Piece number 2. Oh, I forgot the screw. Piece number 2. This has the connections for the board for the wireless charger. This is the wireless charger piece. And piece number 3, I think this is for antenna purposes or Wi-Fi purposes also. So now we have the circuit board. One thing that I don't like with this phone, in order to change the charging port, you'd have to buy a new screen with a new frame. Or if you can find a guy that is very, 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 very good, who can take this very thin screen out the frame without breaking it, because the charging port, a section of the charging port is under here. And in order to remove it, you'd have to either buy a new screen with the frame, or if you decide to buy the port itself, you're more than likely going to damage the screen by taking it out. So right here's the charging port, antenna wire, Wi-Fi wire, screen connector, battery connector, disconnect battery, disconnect the power source, disconnect the screen, disconnect this is the power button ribbon, disconnect the volume button ribbons. Now here is a speaker ribbon and another ribbon. I'm not sure which one that is. And this is the antenna. This is the front camera. Release the ribbon for the physical home key. Release these wires. They're clipped onto the board, so if you have a fingernail you can use that, or use your knife, but just be very careful you don't break off any of these small components. Now the circuit board, the charging port is connected underneath, so you're going to ease the board up a little and then use your finger to push it down so it gets disconnected. And then we're going to take out our circuit board. So this is the circuit board itself. Front camera, main camera connected, charging port ribbon connector, SIM tray underneath, and that's the circuit board. So in here we have battery, charging port, LCD screen connector, power button ribbon, volume key ribbons. This is for, I think this is for front LED notification. I think it goes right up to the front here. Here in speaker, vibra motor, vibrating motor. So this phone has a cooling system, which is here. You can see this little copper tube looking thing. It goes all the way underneath here. So when the board is in the phone, the GPU, the main processor, and the GPU, which is the graphics chip, they press against this, which helps to cool. This copper tubing helps as cooling, because this phone produces a lot of heat. So this is it. This is basically disassembling your phone. As I said before, if you wanted to change the charging port, you'd have to get a new screen or buy a new screen with the charging port assembly already in it. So I am now going to reassemble this phone because I don't need to take out these. So start back with our circuit board. Position it. Better be careful of these ribbons. Make sure these are out of the way. Screen connector ribbon right here. Power button ribbon right here. Be careful of these two wires and the home key ribbon. To connect this charging port back to the board, you can just line it up and then make sure it's lined up properly with the connector, and then make sure the board is snugly in place and then press it down. So just press it down in place so it's connected. You hear that clip? It's connected. I'm going to connect the physical home key ribbon, connect back these wires, connect back these wires, connect the volume key ribbon, front LED indicator ribbon, hearing speaker ribbon, connected. Front camera is already connected. Connect the power button ribbon. The last thing you're gonna connect is the battery. Always connect the battery last. Well, that's what I always do. Connect the screen ribbon, and then you connect the battery. I will turn it on to show you, but the screen is completely damaged, so you won't see anything on the screen, but it's working. Now, what we're going to put back on the back assembly is we're gonna put speaker assembly first. This is the loudspeaker. We're gonna put in the middle assembly second. This is for the wireless charging. And then we're gonna put in the top assembly last. And when we line it up, we're just gonna press it in. Oh, we're just gonna press it in. There was a screw preventing that from going in, so press it in, and here it is. Now return these screws to their rightful places. a power tool will do me very well right now to put in back these screws, but I don't want to be lazy, so I'm just going to do it the manual way. Putting in back these screws manually. I think because I'm counting all the screws right now, I think I'm missing one. Now where the hell did that go? Well, I think so. One goes here, one goes here, and I only have one screw left and 2 holes. Oh well. So this is it. I've reassembled the Galaxy S7 Edge. The back already has the adhesive is still on it. It's still, as you can see, it's still kind of sticky. It's sticking to my fingers. So I'm gonna stick it on right back here. Just line it up. Stick it on back. Put it in the same tray, and voila. That is how you disassemble and reassemble a Samsung Galaxy S7 Edge. The S7 itself is the same way, same principle. They're both assembled and disassembled the same way. So until our next time, peeps, Wayne from Wayne's Mr. World, peace out. And if you liked this video, hit that subscribe button, share my video. Peace.